Hello, this is ScatheMote.
This is Drake.
Some color mage.
Hello, it's Jeppo.
And this is Griffin78.
Hello, and welcome to the 11th part of the FFWiki Let's Play, and we're recording at the last possible time before the 2013, or at least for 3/5 of us.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Happy New Year to you guys.
Yeah, and this will be the first. Well, when this goes up, it'll be the New Year's anyway. But I'm gonna ask Jeppo and Griffin to tell me what is your experience of Final Fantasy VI, since you obviously haven't been in this before.
No, we haven't. You want me to go first? Well, basically, I've just started about a couple of years ago. Played it. Got it on PS1, I think. Yeah, PS1, and I've played it all the way up to the Veld. And then unfortunately, I got a little bit sidetracked with something else. So, unfortunately, I was left from that. I started playing again, in fact, from yesterday, and I'm up to the is it the second town? What's it called now? Is it Figaro or something like that?
Yeah.
No, not Figaro. Yes, it is Figaro. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, that's me. Done.
I've played it like 6 times, so I think you
Only
can.
6?
Yeah.
You're obviously more experienced than I am with this. I've only played this. This is my 3rd time playing the game for this LP.
Oh, well, I haven't played it for like a year, so.
And I hadn't played it for 2.
Oh well.
And it shows sometimes, especially since I'm completely unable to do blitz inputs. But I did.
Oh, yeah, that one then.
Yeah.
You know, a number of times I messed up on Blitz. I think, was it against the first one when it came in and I died because I had no idea what to do. I think everyone's been doing that from what I've heard from Let's Play.
I had the first time I did that fight, that happened because I got the inputs backwards. So instead of what was it, left, right, left, I did right, left, right, and didn't realise I was wrong because the message wouldn't show up.
And,
It's.
why is it not this working?
I mean, what everyone likes to do is like you press blitz and then you put the input quickly, but what you're supposed to do is have the cursor like stay on 7. It's very poorly explained, the tutorial.
At least it's not as bad as a certain Final Fantasy VII tutorial.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
The wall market sequence?
The guard Scorpion sequence.
Ah, yes.
First boss.
I'm thinking of that horrible CPR minigame, actually.
Oh, are ya?
Most of
Oh, that
7
one.
minigames are horrible.
Yeah, not exactly something I'd recommend to anyone who wants to do CPRs to do that, although I've seen a lot worse.
I mean, I mean, minigames did eventually get better in the Final Fantasy series. There aren't any in this game. I don't think there are any. Final Fantasy VII was the first one to have them, so I guess it's understandable that they were ungodly terrible.
Best minigame
so-
best minigame so far. I've been playing. You guys know from the chat. I've been playing FF13 lately. Like when Hope jumps on that giant mecha, and you just get to swat the troops out of the way. Like that's the best minigame ever.
Oh, that's
Really?
fun, yeah.
That is
That
one of
could
the
be
best
its own
sequences in the game.
I mean, it makes no sense in context, you can't lose, but it's just so much fun.
Yeah.
And then just for no reason, once you've done a couple of treasure balls, just appear for whatever reason. And you get money! So... it's all good.
Here are the Tonberries, or Pugs, in this game. And then I summoned Palador because I thought that was Phantom. I guess I just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, you're just itching slightly close to you all the time now. Where's everyone gone? Oh, there they are.
Well,
You notice I've never played this game as far as this before.
I mean, Palador is supposed to make the entire party jump, and that's good, but that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to cast Phantom, which is there, and then I don't remember what I was doing. I don't remember what I was thinking at all in this battle. Very little, it seems. Because if you cast Phantom, you're immune to all their attacks, as long as you don't cast magic on them. Because they only use physical attacks.
They're tonberries. They're frightening as is. That's why.
Shame on you for not bringing Locke to this.
I'll say what the worst minigame is. I think possibly the strangest, most unusual minigame I've noticed in this series is probably from Final Fantasy X-2.
Massage minigame.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Exactly that one. That's got to be the strangest.
Let's hope the parents
Whatever
don't
it
walk
is.
in.
I've just, oh god, that was the precise time when I just put down the controller and just did no longer play Final Fantasy X-2, because it's a mandatory minigame, like all the other weird minigames. Like one of them involves pushing parrot band members across a, I don't know, but it, god.
Final Fantasy X-2 has pretty good game mechanics, but it is like the most what the hell game in this series. It's like, okay, well, first of all, the transition from 10 to 10-2 is really awkward.
Scathe, are you gonna die?
If I say yes, will you hurt me?
No, I'm used to you dying at this point.
I told you Griff would be better at this LP than I would be.
Oh, it's just in time! I think in another step they start using knife.
Yep.
We've not been doing it for a while now.
It's
or
like
is that just?
It's
Right now I'm
okay. Maybe they'll just decide. They'll just decide you've had enough and run away.
Oh, lucky, just in time.
Yep.
Thing is, you gotta bring Locke to this fight, because the only reason to fight these guys is because of the armor they drop and steal. Otherwise, you don't nothing for them.
What is that?
The Minerva.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You can get one from the Kefka's Tower and one from the Colosseum, but you can also get them from these guys.
Yeah, I just bet the churn thing gown.
The gown.
Yeah.
I never knew how to pronounce that either.
Yeah.
I think they rename it the Princess Gown in the re-release.
I think it just means princess. Like it's just like because like Czar. Like, I don't forget it. It's
Yeah.
CZERINA gown.
Czarina?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Good thing this game doesn't have voice acting. So how like do you want to start taking bets now? How long do you think I'm gonna last?
I give you another. Well, actually, you've got Vanish on now, so it comes down to them using Pearl.
So how long do you think it's gonna take me to make a mistake?
Wait here. You just cast a spell. Here comes Pearl.
Yep. And that, folks, is why I'm not very good at this game. Short-term memory loss.
Fun.
And you're back, visible again. And you're dead.
Yeah.
Well, annihilated.
Well, how many times is that now? 3, 4 game overs?
I'm thinking.
That we know of.
I lost to what's his face. I lost to the guy who everyone loses to, the Blitz guy.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I lost to someone else at some point in this game. I know I've already had 2 game overs. I think this is the 3rd one.
Well, to be honest with you, there's no shame in losing to Tom Berries.
Yeah.
Whoa, time warp.
Yeah. Because you don't really want to watch that all again because I am bad at this game.
Permission to use bad pun.
Go.
Puggy now. It's these 3 again.
Oh, Jade.
I taught
Why did you just cast a Tri-Touch summon again?
Because you see, it's like it's short-term memory loss.
Here
I'm
comes
telling you.
Holy. Oh, nope, I was wrong. My bad.
I guess they didn't cast it. They just didn't feel like it.
I'm just.
It was like
We
you're
already
just so-
killed you once.
They're just taking sympathy on me. Like you're so bad at this game. Just here.
I talk more by being memorized at how bad you are at this game.
It does take at least one part of this for it to sink in.
Kinect, how much HP have these guys got?
I think it might be probably it's like 10,000 each, I think.
A lot.
Well, they're top berries, so the answer is too much.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have a look on Wiki. Oh no, Wiki then. Where is it?
It's a good thing this is a Final Fantasy Wiki Let's Play, otherwise.
Otherwise, that would be a
14,000
shameless plug.
Yeah,
Yeah. Is this a pug or pugs?
it's the pugs. It's
The pugs.
the plural, it's different from the pug.
Yeah.
14,001. Level 99.
It's that one...
Oh, what's that?
God. You know, this just reminds me of how, like, these are Tonberries, they're pronounced pugs in this game because Ted Woosley, but in Final Fantasy V, they were translated in the PlayStation version as Dingleberries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've read a bit about that. Again, that's another game that I've...
Who wants to go hit the dingleberries?
It's just like they were either doing it intentionally or they were just...
Yeah.
I don't know what was wrong with Final Fantasy V, that translation of...
Sounds like a pub that you'd want to go to.
I struggle to think that Wyvern was unintentional, so... Yeah.
There's so many examples. Anyway, that is probably the worst translated Final Fantasy game. Like, people say Final Fantasy IV for the Super Nintendo. That's a terrible translation, don't get me wrong, but Final Fantasy V for the PlayStation is really, really bad.
Yeah.
It's
Final
not until
Fantasy-
8 that the translation really got great. This one was
FF4 for
mostly
the
saved
SNES
by
was
Ted Woosley.
comprehensible.
You
Yeah.
just bum rush the dingleberries.
It makes sense in context.
No. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
I always found it odd that that's actually their name, the Pugs. So, like, referring to the group, they're the Pugses, or the Tonberries.
Yeah. And I guess maybe they couldn't, like, figure out a way to, like, just put the plural on the end. They want to make it, I don't know.
Or
Game.
like, just, they were there any other, I mean, Pug X3.
Yeah. Who knows? It's just one of those weird quirks about Final Fantasy VI, because along with
Woosley.
translations, they didn't actually realize... Like, Square didn't learn how to program games until Final Fantasy VIII as well. This game has so many glitches and bugs and just weirdness. I think it has over 200 documented bugs, which is pretty bad.
I'm not very
That is
fond
pretty
of that
rubbish.
game.
Early Square really did not know how to program. Didn't it take them until like Final Fantasy IV to realize, hey, you need more than one programmer on a game?
Yeah, I can really tell that Final Fantasy II was only programmed by one person, at least. And I like
mean-
Final Fantasy II.
Having one programmer is okay, but combining one programmer with no form of QA whatsoever, you kind of get problems.
The quality is
Like
not
turning the final boss into a toad.
That is my favorite thing to do. Also,
There's
you
no,
can...
I read a trivia point on the wiki, apparently, in the Japanese-only versions of Final Fantasy IV, there's a particular area where if you enter and re-enter it rapidly enough times, the game crashes and the actual cartridge is unplayable. And it was even addressed in Nintendo Power. Well, it's a trap we put there by Zemus. No, the truth is we just suck as programmers.
That reminds me of, I think it was like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, where it's like if you fell through the... like sometimes Robotnik has evil traps that make you fall through the floor and die. But it's...
I'm wondering, what kind of programming could there be to render the cartridge unplayable? I understand corrupting save data, but to ruin the actual cartridge? That's something special.
Like, I can only imagine, like, it just exploding after you go through those rooms too many times.